Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in the today's lecture we are going to discuss what is maintenance in software engineering. So when we build any software application, to build that any software application, we firstly gather all the requirements from the customer. So let's suppose we have a customer and that customer want to build some application that he wants to use in his organization. For the organization purpose, he want to build some application. He wants to use that application internally in the organization. So he will give all the requirements, like what kind of application he want to build. So business analyst will discuss all the requirements of the application with the customer. He will tell, the customer will tell business analyst what is his requirement, what all modules the customer want to build. So according to the requirement, we will develop that application. We will do coding for that application. We will develop that application technically. After the application is built, then we do proper testing to determine whether our application is working as per the customer requirement or not. So once it is completely developed and it is completely tested and it is working as per the customer expectation, okay, so we do testing. Developers do testing of the application. They check code. If there is any loophole in the coding, then they fix that loophole. We have a specific testers. They also test the application. So when developer and tester complete the testing, we also allow customer to test that particular application before we make it live, before we make it accessible, okay, on the internet. We ask customer to firstly test the application. If they find any errors or if they want to improve any functionality, then our customer ask the technical team or the business analyst to make few changes. So once your customer finalized the application, then we make our application available on the internet. When we were designing our application, we designed it on laptop, on the local machine, but now it is completely developed. So we are making this application for the organization. Our customer has one organization. He want to implement software for that organization. Let's suppose he wants to develop human resource management application. He wants to make financial management application. It can be any application. So once it is completely finalized by the customer, then we host it on the server. When we were building it, it was running on our local machine. Now when your customer finalized the application, when customer is satisfied with the application, then we deploy that application on the server, on the cloud, so that it can be accessed on the internet. We give some specific domain name for that particular application, and by using that domain name we can access that application. Okay, so this application is built for the organization. We are going to use this application internally in the organization. So to make this application secure, we also do like authentication and authorization, so that only the employees of that organization can access that application, not all the users across the globe. So we set some authentication and authorization criteria that allow only employees of that organization to access that application. So we have built this application for the internal use of organization. So all the employees of that particular organization will be using that application. So the company which has the company that has developed this software application, the IT company that developed this software application, we will give user training to all the employees of the organization, because we are building our software application for the internal use of the organization. It is going to be used by the employees of that organization. So it is not that employees are technically strong, they are normal people, they don't know anything technically. So we have to give them user training. We have to give them user training that how this application work, how you can use this application. And we also create one user manual, or we can create one documentation in which we have written everything, like how to use this application, what is the procedure to use that application. Even if you see, when we purchase anything in the market, even if you are purchasing printer, so you will get one user manual. Everything you purchase, you have one user manually along with your product. In the user manual, all the instructions are written which help us to know like how we can make use of this product effectively. Similarly, we are building our software applications for the employees of that organization. They don't belong to technical field, they don't know how to make use of that application. We can provide them manual in which we will be writing all the instructions to use that particular application, or we can go to the company and we can train the employees of that organization, so that we can tell them that how this application work. We can go to the company, we can go to the organization and can help them in making use of that software application. We give them training to the employees of the organization. So when we have developed the entire application, we have hosted our application on the server, we have given training to the employees of the company to make use of the application. But in the future, you are done with you are done with giving training to the employees, your application is successfully hosted on the servers, and very happily all the employees of the organization using that application. But it is not that you have built application once and it will be running all time. In the future, there is a possibility that some kind of failures or bugs or issue can come in your application. There can be some bugs when employees of the organization using your software application, they might face some issues, they can face some bugs, errors in your application. Okay, so what they will do, if they are facing any issues or any error bugs in the application, they will connect with that IT company who developed this application. Okay, so they will tell IT company that this is the issue, this is the error we are getting. So now it is the responsibility of the developer. Okay, developer, it can be developer, or we have some application support engineers in the company. What they basically do, when our employees of the company who are when employees of the company that they are using application, software application built by the IT company, now they are facing some issues, now they are facing some errors and bugs in the software application. So they will connect with that IT company, tell them that this is the problem we are facing. So any person, it can be developer or it can be application support engineer, they will pick that issue, and they will try to troubleshoot, like where is the problem coming. It can be a minor issue or it can be a serious issue. Minor issue means it is not affecting much, it is not causing very high failure. This is a minor issue and it can be resolved. So it can be either developer or it can be application support engineer. When any issue is raised, so the any developer, it can be the developer who developed that product, or it can be a different developer. Or we also have some application support engineer, so they will try to figure out why this error is coming, what is the problem. They will trace the code, they will debug, they will try to figure out where problem is coming, and they will resolve that error. Okay, so when your customer facing some issues, they can raise some tickets to the IT company who developed that product. They can raise ticket of all the issues your customer is getting. So now, as you have built that product, you are giving your customer maintenance. Maintenance means if your customer face any issue, so this is your responsibility to resolve all of their issues, so that they can use software application effectively. Okay, so let's suppose one time your customer requested to resolve one particular issue. You figure out the issue, you resolve that issue, and after 2 days again same issue is arising. After 2 days, 3 days, very frequently the same issue is arising again and again, same error is coming again and again. So when the error came for the first time, we resolved it. We call it as a incident. One issue was coming, your developer or application support engineer resolved the issue. They figure out like what is the problem going on, and they resolve the issue. But there is also possibility that the same kind of issue is coming very frequently. After every 2 days the same issue is coming. Now it is the duty of the developer or the application support engineer to find out the root cause of that problem. Because if every 2 days your customer is reporting you the same issue again and again, then your customer will be very tedious, sharing same kind of issue again and again, and it will disconnect you with your customer, because every 2 days same issue is coming and again. Okay, so it will break your trust with your customer. Next time if your customer have to build any new application, they will not come back to you, because you didn't give better user experience to your customer when you build first project for them. Every 2 days they are facing issue, they are reporting you issue, and after every 2 days same issue is coming again and again. So if same issue is coming and again, it is the responsibility of the developer or application support engineer to troubleshoot the issue and to find out the root cause of the issue and eradicate it or remove it, so that next time your customer does not report the same issue. So whenever we build our application, if we want to give a very good user experience, if we give very good user experience to our customer, then it build a very good trust with your customer, and next time if they have to build any new application, they will come to you. But if your application has lots of errors and bugs, and your customer is irritated because every 2 days they are facing some issue and they are reporting you issue, you are resolving, and again process is going on, so it will make your customer very irritated. Okay, because it is affecting their work. They are not focusing on working on application effectively, they are working on resolving the errors. So it is important we give good user experience, and we try to make our application full of free errors, or we should try that very less errors arise when your customer work on that application. So this way, this is the meaning of maintenance actually. If any error is coming in the software application, you resolve that error, you find out the root cause, you troubleshoot, you trace the code, you debug and fix that error. So in this case, we build the application which was used in a organization like human resource management system. This application was built for the internal use of the organization, but you might have a customer who want to build some application which is used by the users across globe. Like we have e-commerce websites like Flipkart, Amazon. All these websites are used by the users. Like if we talk about Amazon, this Amazon website is used by users across globe. It is not used for the internal use of the organization. It is used by the users across globe. So if your customer want to build any application which is used by users across the globe, so when you completely build that application, okay, you just deployed it on the server, and now anyone across the globe can use that application. Okay, so if your users are using that particular application, but the users are facing some issue, okay, your users are facing some issue, so they are going to add some review to your application that this is not working, I am facing issue here. Okay, so your users are reporting issues. So then also then also your customer will go to that IT company who designed that application. Your users are reporting lots of issues. They are giving bad reviews about your application. They are saying that this functionality is not working, that functionality is not working. So now you will go to the IT company, and it is a duty of the IT company, like who developed your project. If you are, if you want to take maintenance from that company who actually developed your project, so they will try to figure out the issue. They will read all the reviews of the users and try to figure out where problem is coming. So they will try to troubleshoot the issue, try to find out the root cause of the issues coming. So this way we will fix all the errors that are reported by the users. So it is an ongoing process. As your customer is facing some issue, so the company that developed this project, they are going to provide maintenance to the customers. They are going to resolve their issues. They are going to find out the root cause and fixing all the errors that your customer is facing. But there is also possibility that you have hosted your application on the server. Now it is live, it is used by the people across the globe. Okay, it is not that once you design your application, software application, it is fixed. We made one application, we made WhatsApp, and we have implemented lot of functionalities into WhatsApp, and it is fixed, and in the future we will not make any new enhancement. No, every time, as per the trend change, as per the market changes, we always try to enhance our project. We always do minor enhancements in our project. Okay, once it is completely developed, it is completely hosted on the server, now people across the globe are using your application. It is not that the functionality is fixed. We will, time to time, we will be adding minor changes into this application. We can change the existing functionality of the WhatsApp, or we can add some new feature into this application. That also comes under maintenance. Maintenance means if any issues or problems our customer faces, okay, so we resolve all of their issues. Okay, and as well as if your customer want to enhance some functionality of the existing application, or little bit they want to add new features into that application, then it is called maintenance. So sometimes what happen, we have application support engineer, we have developer. Okay, developers are very much technically strong people. Developers are very much technically strong. They are very strong into coding. But on the other hand, this application support engineer, they have the basic knowledge of the coding. They know how to trace the code. They know how to find out the root cause of the problem that customer is facing, how to debug the code, how to figure out the error. They are strong into that. Developers are technically strong and application support engineers are strong into like figuring out the error that our customer is facing, why this error is coming, where we are lacking, what is the loophole, what is the thing that is causing this error. So application support engineer try to figure out that. But if that error is very major error which your application support engineer can't handle, they have knowledge of coding but they are not very technical strong as developers. Okay, whenever any issue is coming, we try to provide it to the support engineers. If your company don't have support engineers, then we can give that errors to the developers. Developers are technically strong. If there is major error coming in the coding, then developers can easily solve that. But if you have application support engineer in your organization, if any error is coming, we will firstly give it to application support engineer, and if they are able to resolve that error, that's fine. But if that error is not solved by the support engineer, and that it required multiple changes in the coding, if some error is coming and it required multiple changes in the coding to fix that error, then they can take help of developers, because developers are very technically strong. And if your customer require minor enhancement, little bit minor enhancement, that our application support engineer can do. But if there is a major enhancement that our customer want to do, then we give that major enhancements to the developer, because they are very much technically strong. So in the end, maintenance means to fixing all the errors that our customer is requesting, as well as if they want to make any new enhancement or if they want to make any change in the existing application, we do that in maintenance. So I hope you have got the basic idea of maintenance. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.